Hello and welcome along to the Bunch of Fuzz Bet podcast, your specialist show for football long shot bets. This is a gambling show. Gambling comes with serious risks. Please remember to do so responsibly. And then if you need any help, visit begamblingawaare.org or something. I think that's the website. This is a super speedy version. Me alongside Matthew. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. Good to not be hungover on the show like last week. So I'm fresh and ready to go. But after last week, I think maybe being hungover is the way to go after last week's show.
First of all, yeah, well done for not being hungover on a Thursday afternoon. You are the best.
I'm prepared now.
Second of all, congratulations on a wonderful week of bets tipped last weekend. How many winners?
I don't know. I think, well, on the Saturday, every base won, because I had like some longer shots for like Worthing Eastbourne goals, or I had the braces for people. But every baseline won. And then other than Sunday bets. So yeah, it was a profitable, it was double digits profit, I think, for last weekend.
So, yeah, I'll tell you how many winners. Tati got a card, 11-2 he was. Jilly Bayebu, he scored at 9-2-1. And Darius Lipupsaki Soik, he scored, didn't he, 5-1. Double, Rochdale York win to 0, easy. Worthing over 1 goal. Over 2.5 goals in the Eastbourne game. Very niggly combo, but it won at 2-1. Just about. Because when I thought, when you said that one and got up, I thought, how many up the ladder has he got here? And then when I checked Worthing, I was like, oh yeah, he's
first and 95th minute goals for Worthing.
You take it.
Yeah, and then Eastbourne, I'm pretty sure Eastbourne was proper late as well. I was losing my head at the Fulham game, so I wasn't keeping up to date. Yeah, and then Eastbourne Borough was 73rd and 91st minute to get it to 3 goals.
You take them.
I know.
I didn't tip much last weekend, and ended up in profit in the most unlikely way. Zubimendi was subbed for Eze. Eze got booked. So
I took him in play, Eze.
Why did he get booked? What were we doing?
22-1. I don't know. I just thought, the way I looked at it, I was like, United are just going to counter, and Eze's just going to do a stupid foul on a thingy. So it's 22-1. I'd lumped so many other bets on that game. It was like a tenner will recover some of my losses. So I just thought, fuck it.
That's the spirit. That's actually the spirit. And this is why Super Sub is shite. Like, everyone, it is, I suppose it has its merits, but like right there, the proof of the pudding. Zubimendi 4-1. If you want to back said player off the bench, just do that. Because now Eze got booked and it's recouped my losses. But just back the player off the bench. Just do your own super. Yeah, don't get me started. He's good. He's good for betting, I guess. And it made me some money last weekend. Anyway, right, we've got about half an hour to build an ACCA and do all our singles. We usually take about 45 minutes. So we'll be super, super speedy on the ACCA. We're still awaiting our first winner. I think we've done about 13 now. Last week's weekends was 50-1. Got nowhere near did it. But the weekend before it was a goal shy. So let's hope we can end break the ACCA duck this weekend. Saturdays only. There's no early kickoff in the Prem. Is there anything up there that's tickling your fancy?
I was tempted with Everton double chance against us because we were shit against Everton, and I've got a feeling it's going to get quite toxic on Saturday, but I'm avoiding it because I don't want to back sort of my own team against my own team.
Yeah, you're too close to that one. You're too close to that one, aren't you?
I won't be there, luckily, because I'm not watching that shit. Got rid of my ticket.
Oh, dear.
Genuinely, I've never seen, like, when he subbed Belieber, whole away and booed, and I think everyone's just turning on him now.
Has it gone toxic?
The raucous Amex, it'll be a sight to behold, I'll tell you that. But no, I think over 2.5 in Wolves Bournemouth is sort of I like, because Bournemouth were absolute shite when they came to us, like in terms of their time wasting and everything. But in a game against Wolves, they're going to expect to win. I think both teams will go for the win. Bournemouth have had some big results recently in terms of goals. How many of their last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 7 of their last 9 have gone overs. The 2 exceptions were 2 1-1 draws. So I like it. And Wolves have sort of not hit a purple patch, but Wolves have sort of improved a bit. They couldn't have got much worse.
God, yeah, the defeat at the Etihad ended a run of 5 unbeaten. Obviously, they failed to score at the Etihad. 0-0 draw with Newcastle was a weird one, but then they put 6 past Shrewsbury in the Cup. Drew 1-1 with the 9 men of Everton on Everton's own patch, put 3 past West Ham at home. Drew 1-1 at Man U. They've turned a corner. They are
But I think
doing
I think
better.
the way they're playing it, they've got 1 goal in them, and you won't begrudge Bournemouth scoring 2. So I think goals is a good in this one.
Yeah, we'll put it in for now, 8-11, but it might get bumped. We'll see how the rest of the slate goes. That Leeds Arsenal game looks a good one, but nothing for an acca, but I'm excited for that one.
Nothing else in.
No, there's Chelsea, West Ham. No, right, into the Championship then. Early kickoffs, Leicester, Charlton, Sheffield Wednesday, Wrexham. I don't think it's worth dipping into any of those, or Stoke,
No,
Southampton, is it, for acca picks?
no.
There's Hull at Blackburn, a shade under 2-1 just to win the game. It depends how conservative you'd want to be, because what would the double chance would be short? I was thinking more draw, no bet, potentially about the Hull, but that 2-2, it's almost 2-1, just feels massive to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it is. Well, I've got them in a pick later, so I sort of want to avoid, but the over 2.5 is not bad.
Yeah, odds against over 2.5. The only thing is with that, like Blackburn are just so bad. I kind of
Yeah.
feel like Hull are going to have to cover that line on their own, and I just
Well,
think you're
I reckon
ignoring the
whack
glaringly obvious price.
whack Hull in then.
Middlesbrough Norwich, is that the game for goals? 8-11 over 2.5.
Norwich have been better under Clement, haven't they, for goals?
They've been
Well, they've
fucking
been good.
sick.
They've been good all season for goals, I think. Yeah, to be fair.
You don't sound that convinced.
Borough have been good for goals, actually, in
So
recent weeks.
Norwich came from behind to beat Covpot. They put 5 past West Brom. Overs landed against Wrexham. They beat Walsall 5-1. They lost 2-0 to Stoke at home, Norwich did, but Stoke best defence in the league. Overs clipped at QPR. And then I think Clement took over in the November international break. So he's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 games, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2/3 gone overs. I think they're the third top goal scorers in the league under him as well. And then Borough are the top goal scorers in the league over that same period. I think both teams could cover this line on their own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Borough's last 5 have gone overs, and they've covered the line on their own in 3 of those.
Yeah, I like it.
Boom! 8-11, fine. Anything else in the champ? Overs in QPR Coventry, 4-5 as well. That's it.
No.
What?
QPR have been a bit shit recently for goals, haven't they?
No.
Oh no, it's just that I forgot that, but they're 2-0 nils. But then I suppose,
They were away from home.
oh, they're really good for it. Yeah,
Just go, filter by, home, league. There's only 2 games gone under Stoke, best defence, and a 0-0 with Oxford. Both of those, they were the 3rd and 4th home league game of the season. Every single
Coventry a
one
bit
was.
shaky on the road, aren't they?
Yeah, I didn't realise just how bad
Oh yeah, I
Coventry.
like goals a lot.
I didn't realise how bad Coventry were on the road, but goals wise, like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
fuck
gone
it, goals
over.
there.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No,
League One then. I'll
I've got a
keep.
goals pick.
I'll keep the goals filter on. Yeah, where's your goals pick?
Luton Black.
Yeah, I like it. Luton, I was struggling to get a read on under Wiltshire. Like when they played Barnsley, I really wanted overs in that game, and luckily Barnsley covered it. But
They've had back-to-back 1-0 losses, but they were both away. But then drew 2-2 at home to Lincoln, 2-1 at home to Stevenage, 3-0 at home to Orient, 4-0 at home to Wickham, 2-2 at home to Vale, 4-0 at home to Exeter, 1-1 against Bolton, 2-1 against Huddersfield. They're really good for goals at home. And then Blackpool, if you look, their away record is shit for goals, but Bruce was there early doors. They've improved for goals a lot. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the last 7 have gone over home and away. The only exception was Northampton at home, where Blackpool accumulated over 3 XG. Northampton nearly got 1 XG.
Yeah,
So
the
I
other
think they've
thing.
picked up a lot.
Yeah, so they went overs at Oakwell, overs at Portman Road, lost 5-1 at Port Vale. Those are the last 3 on the road. They won at Wigan 2-0, so lost by a goal. But then before that, their other 2 went overs. Yeah, I like it. I'll take your word on Luton. I've just been sort of avoiding them when it comes to goals because I just don't know. I wanted overs against Lincoln, but it was just too hard to justify it. But then you look, as you say, at home, they've gone overs against Lincoln and against Stevenage. Stevenage, notoriously stingy team, so I think get them in. And at the minute, the 5 is 29 and a smidgen, so it's overs Luton, Blackpool, QPR, Cov, Borough, Norwich, Wolves, Bournemouth, and then Hull to win at Blackburn at the minute, but we might tweak that. Is there any else in League One? League
No,
One?
nothing I like.
I was considering Barnsley Stevenage, if anyone's listening, for goals, but I've swerved away, and I know we're always big on Barnsley and goals on this show, but Barnsley, Ray's Cleary got injured in their last game in midweek against Cardiff. Absolute disaster. He's unbelievable. And Stevenage are really stingy for goals. So, yeah, if you're considering that one, it is odds against, which is massive for any Barnsley game. They're usually like
Like
8.
Stevenage.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So just be wary. Like Barnsley got that key injury and it's Stevenage. But I'm really tempted by that price, but I'm definitely leaving it this week. In an acca, it would take some proper consideration as a single. Anyway, League Two. Anything standing out for you?
No, I hate League Two. Like, it's very rare, like, you can get a read on League Two, and I think this week just looks shit.
There's a couple of 1x2 prices I want to flag. Cheltenham at Aki. Smidgen under 3-1. I think that looks big. Although
Actually, a quality,
I know they had a really
personally.
good like bit, didn't they? Over was it after Christmas? 1-4 on the spinner summer. Absolutely teared it up. Are they still flying?
Oh, Aki.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
To the 14th.
Cheltenham was
Yeah.
stinky,
Yeah, Cheltenham lost all their good players, didn't they, in January? And
and they're
this.
not very good away from home.
All right then. There were
Party
no.
people.
Yeah, you little shithouse. There were another prize that I liked. Ah, no, fuck it. I think it was League One, but it's all right. Um, Any from non-league worth flagging?
There was no goals in. I like goals in Solihull, but it's too short. 1-2. Again, I do think Worthing are too short at home to Western-super-Mare, but Western-super-Mare is shit away, so I want to leave that for an acca. I like both teams to score in overs in Darlington,
Dollar.
1.72, or the same bet in Chester Radcliffe at 1.9. I think if we want to make it sixfold, do one of them, or take Hull out and then do them two for goals and just have it a pure goal whacker.
For goals. Right. Murphy, didn't they lose 1-0 last week? Isn't it over for them and goals? They're
Well,
finished.
did you see their result midweek Tuesday?
No, what was it?
4-1 loss at home. So they got in the first half red. It was a disgraceful red.
Was it
But
what you mean, like it was a real bad challenge or it was never a red?
never a red.
So you said Chesney Radcliffe. What's that?
Radcliffe have been both teams gone over. Radcliffe have had a fucking stinky week. Lost 3-0 away at Marine, then 5-1 at home to Buxton after going a goal up, and then 4-1 at home to Scarborough. But like their recent results, lost 4-1, lost 5-1, lost 3-0, won 3-2, lost 2-1, drew 3-3, won 3-0, won 2-1, won 3-0, lost 3-1 against Chester, drew 2-2. Like their games are just goals galore. And Chester, there's a lot of pressure on manager. If Chester don't win this weekend, manager's gone, I think.
Right. Right.
What I heard. Then, yeah, and they're good for goals. But Chester, if you look at their home, they're really good for both teams to score at home, really shit for overs. They just seem to draw 1-1 a lot. The problem with Chester is if Chester concede first, like they do quite a few times, they just can't break down low blocks. Whereas if they score first, it's going to be an open game. Or if Radcliffe score first, Radcliffe aren't the sort of team to sit back. So Chester's main issue is playing shit teams who sit back, and Radcliffe won't do that. I think it stinks of goals.
All right. So we've got 7 teams in here now. if you have Hull to win the game, which is weird because we've got all other goals, the ACCA is 99.14 to 1, right? If you have Hull overs, the ACCA is 71.5 to 1. Or if you
Or
wanted
just
to...
remove them and do sixfold.
Yeah, she's been a little idiot. And then it's 33.5 to 1.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Without the minute.
Because you can't just have one winner in a goal ACCA.
You could have them goals in the goals ACCA at
Yeah, but as you
71.15.
said, it might require whole score 3.
Yeah, but that was me a few minutes ago. I'm completely different now. I've seen the odds. Let me just see who scored prediction is. That can be the basis of it. Oh, who scored prediction? I've got Blackburn 1,
Whole 2.
Hull 2. So Blackburn
Oh,
scored against what? This is what put I haven't put it in anywhere as a single, and I don't know if it's just because Hull spozzed an overs last week. Like Blackburn scored against Watford. This is at home. Blackburn scored 2 against Charlton. Blackburn failed to score against Wrexham. Blackburn scored twice against Millwall. Blackburn scored against Oxford and Norwich. Blackburn failed to score against QPR. And this is all the way back to November. At home, I'll just do home and see how many are going overs.
I don't
1.
trust Blackburn. No, dog
No, I
shit.
don't trust them either. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have gone overs. They've only won twice at home. All right, we'll leave them out. We'll leave them out. If
I think the
anything,
sixfold's good.
I'd have Hull to win.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you don't want to mix and match.
But it's 99.
I know, but we haven't won one yet. We got. If we'd won an ACCA by now, I reckon just go for it. But
That can't be the way. So you got the 2 non-leaguers, Wolves, Bournemouth. I said Borough, QPR. You said Luton, Hull. Can we have a 99 to 1 7-fold? All right, we'll just... Yeah, all right, we'll just have goals. It's 33, so that's on an average with what we've been
sixfold,
doing.
we got 3 each. We got 3 of our selections each.
Yeah, fine. All right, so the ACCA had a cool 33.53 to 1. Non-league first, Chester Radcliffe, overs, both teams to score. Darlington, Murphy, same bet. And then it's over 2.5 in Luton's game against Blackpool. In the Championship, QPR, Coventry, Borough, Norwich. And in the Premier League, Wolves, Bournemouth. I'll put the screenshot for that on the end of the show. I'll have to zoom out a bit because it's longer than usual. Right, into the singles. Where do you want to start us off with?
Hull to beat Blackburn and over 1 goal. That's part of the reason I was keen to sort of leave it out because I've already got it. As we mentioned,
It's
Blackburn
nonsensical what you're saying. I wanted to leave a team out of the ACCA because I'm tipping them as a single. Listen to what you're saying.
Yeah, if Hull fuck this and they don't want to double dip on losing Hull. Anyway, Hull have won. Oh, Hull's last 3 have gone over 2.5. That'd be a good goal
they're
selection.
brilliant for goals.
Hull have won their last 3, scoring 2 in all of them. And Hull aren't a sort of side to sort of relent. If they go 1-0 up, well, fucking hell, those stats against Borough are horrendous. Other than away at Borough,
Yeah.
they don't really relent once they go in the lead. They're sort of, I can't remember what fan base it was that tweeted it. It might have been Preston. They were so impressed with Hull in terms of Hull got 2 goals in the first half and just kept their game plan. Nothing irritates me more than when a manager goes in the lead and just protects it, like Nathan Jones does every week. They go ahead. Hull, yeah. Most of Hull's wins, I'm just scrolling down, they've scored more than 1 in the wins. They drew 1-1-0 at Borough because they just sat back, but they won't do that here. 1-1-0 at home to West Brom, but potentially could have had more. Other than that, most of their wins have been 2 or more. They beat you lot 1-0 early September. It looked like they got battered that game. But yeah, so once Hull score, they don't relent. And Blackburn, I think if they get an early goal, it's going to get toxic at Ewood Park. A lot of fans want to boycott. Blackburn are just shit. Watford could have put 2, like a couple past them on the weekend. I know it was away, but they lost to Swansea and Ipswich, conceded 3. Conceded 2 at home to Charlton, 2 at home to Wrexham. They're just not very good at all, and I just think Ismail is really struggling. So, yeah, and I think Hull are a touch too big. So Hull win and over 1 at 3.1.
Yeah, it feels like Valerian Ismail's on borrowed time. It feels like he has been for ages. I can't believe they haven't sacked him. What is it, like 1 win in 14 or something in all competitions?
Owners are clueless, though.
Well, what I gather from Twitter, which is pathetic, but it's the way where I get most of my research, is that they're happy with him, the owners are, because he's a yes man. That's according to the Blackburn fans that I read on Twitter.
Yeah, really good stat as well is clueless, the director of football. He only got a job because he used to play for them.
It's nuts. That genuinely is one of those appointments where you're like, what are you doing here in this job? Uh,
No.
yeah, crazy. We're on similar lines in one of the games. It's Borough v Norwich in the Championship. One of the shortest prices for goals, or it was on Wednesday when I did my research. Based on that, I think it's worth doing some goal scorers. But I was originally looking to do a TRIXIE, but there's a few prices that I just thought was so good. There's no point in putting them in a TRIXIE. And they're not only good, but they're good everywhere. And the reason I've started doing these TRIXIEs is because a lot of the time you get a good price and it's my own fault. Like, I just tell everyone about it, and then either it'd win or it wouldn't, but the price would go regardless. So if I've been putting these bets in TRIXIEs, the price have been holding a bit better, but these prices should hold because they're unanimously big. Anyway, the players, and I think you're on similar lines. There's two players for Norwich who have been unbelievable recently. Ben Slimani, who used to play for United, and let me tell you, he did not play like this. He's got
Was
three.
he in? Did he play deeper though for you or?
You know what? We played him a bit left back, but don't know if that's where we signed him. But we played him centre mid, and I'm sure I watched him for the under 23s playing 10 free roll.
But this is his joint highest scoring season. He's only started 3.
Yeah, 3 games, 3 goals, set up another one, and the other player, Ali Ahmed, is absolutely tearing it up as well. Similar stats, is it a hand in 3 goals? No, a hand in 4 goals in 3 appearances. So I think he's got 2 of each. Were
Yeah, he
both of
got.
them AFCON? Or Ali Ahmed wasn't, was he? I don't
He's
know.
Canadian. They've just signed him.
Yeah, they've signed him from Vancouver.
Yeah, but he came off at half time against Wrexham, but got an assist in the first half. Then he scored against West Brom, and his super sub got an assist,
Oh my
and then he
God.
got a golden assist against Coventry.
Yeah, he's cooking. To be honest, it might be worth having a look at both these plays to do something, but you'll get onto that in a second. But to combine and I'll tell you in a sec. But Borough, the other thing, I think under their new manager Kim Hellberg, they played 13 games. They've only kept 3 clean sheets. They absolutely dick Preston. They conceded once against Stoke, twice against West Brom when they had that mad 10 minutes, 3 times against Fulham, clean sheet against Southampton, and so on and so on. But the prices, you can get the pair at 13-2 with 365. Ahmed's best priced with Sky Bet, Paddy Power, and Flutter at 7-1. That's what I'll be tracking it at. But I think it's worth having a go on both to score 2+ goals, 80-1 with Bet365. But you can get Ali Ahmed at 90s with those firms, Sky Bet, Betfair, and Paddy Power. If you can get on there, I just think it's worth a go. I don't know. You know, now we've said about Super Sub, do they offer it in the Championship?
Yeah,
Oh, do they?
it's a game changer for me a lot of time.
Nifty.
It's very good with Norwich as well because what I've noticed with Clement, he dropped that Oscar Schwartz, whatever it's called, on the weekend. For some reason, no, not on the weekend against Cov, but so he always rotates his 3 behind McCammer, and like you, with this super sub, you've got Schwartz on the bench or Diallo on the bench most likely, and
Yeah.
Spring it's good off the bench. So Norwich, you've always got good super sub options.
Yeah, and oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, good super sub options. And if you're betting them with 365, it'll be void if they don't play. Obviously, the Ahmed I'm tipping with Sky, Betfair, and Paddy Power. So that'll be a void on the record if he doesn't play. So if you're backing it with them firms, keep your eyes peeled on the team news. But you've got a bet in this game, haven't you?
Yeah, it's Slimani goal or assist at 4.75. As you mentioned, oh, I've lost it now. As you mentioned, he's done unreal this season. And um, since he's come back in the side, so he played 45 with Charlton at home. But since he's come back in the side, he he got 2 assists against Walsall in the cup, then a goal against Wrexham in 75 minutes, then a goal and assist in just 45 minutes away at West Brom, and then a goal against Coventry. So he's got 3 goals, 3 assists in 4 games.
Right.
So
So
4.75 for that is big.
What about a goal and assist,
Yeah,
Slimani?
I was literally about to do. I was in the process of doing that.
Guess what price? Don't look. Have you looked already?
No, but
Right. So just listen to this. Ahmed, same bet, score and assist with 365 is 35 to 1. Guess what price Slimani is?
what to score and get an assist?
To do both, yeah.
75.
80 to
Oh,
1.
that's big.
That's
That's
massive,
big.
isn't it?
Or you could do both Slimani to score to assist, and then Ahmed to score and assist. 1,000 to 1.
I'm doing the Slimani goal and assist at 80s. Are you
Yeah,
doing the
I'll do that.
1,000 to 1 one?
No, no, because without the Ahmed assist, it's 300 to 1, so it shouldn't be 1,000 to 1, like, because they max out 1,000 to 1, so there's no value in it. But yeah, quarter point on I have a quarter point on Slimani. I'll have 1.25 points on Slimani goal or assist, and then quarter point on the goal and assist.
All right. I know this is a bit of a sloppy section, but I have had half a point on the goal and assist. I just think that is absolutely nuts. But again, at the end of the show, I'll put the screenshot on because I know there's been a lot of talking and a lot of confusing bets there. But I don't know if you could tell. We're pretty excited. What game are you going next?
Down to non-league now, and again, we've mentioned a few of these for goals in the ACCA. Arlington, Merthyr, Chester, Radcliffe, and Eastbourne, Enfield. Over 2.5 goals in the game, 3.91 point on that, and then the over 3.5, half a point, 13.75. So Eastbourne, I'm on them literally every week. Eastbourne over 2.5 has landed in 16 out of 19 under Woodrington. I discount his first game because, don't know, he was just there. He was there for like 1 or 2 days. And the other 3 games ended in 2-0 losses. Enfield seen over 2.5 in 18 of the last 21. So 2 teams with really good records, both fighting relegation. So it's a good matchup. Darlow, I was speaking to a few. Darlow's for goals, they're good sometimes, they can be inconsistent, but recently they've been racking them up. I was speaking to someone, the way Darlow plays like a 3-5-2, very, and the wing backs aren't really wing backs, they're wingers, and their midfield's a bit weak. So their games are sort of just very end to end. They've scored 51, conceded 42 in 27. They've had some mad results recently as well. And obviously Merthyr, I don't need to go into them. I go into them every week. 65 goals, 49 conceded in 29, so they're just mental for it. And then I sort of touched on Chester at home. Both teams score lands quite a lot for Chester. They just struggle to break down low blocks. Radcliffe are mental for goals as well. All bar one away game for Radcliffe has gone overs. They've scored 55, conceded 48, 28. So all 3 are perfect matchups with high scoring teams. Point on the over 2.5 goal treble at 3.91 and half a point at 13.75. And then I'll also have 0.4 point total on a TRIXIE. Both teams score both halves.
God, you didn't tell me about that one, did you?
And I completely forgot, but I reckon just whack that in.
Yep. Right. So it's the same games. Both teams to score, both halves. Sorry. 365. What price is it?
1,148.5 to 1. Good for the clickbait title as well, isn't it?
0.5 to 1. Yeah. 0.4 in total.
Yeah.
And it's a TRIXIE. Beautiful. Right. We've each got 2 bets left. My first one comes from Wigan Lincoln. Adam Reach, 14 to 1 to score any time with Sky Bet. Now, this player, his catalogue of goals is quite frankly ridiculous. He just scores worldies, nothing else. And that makes him like quite a difficult player to sort of decipher if there's any value in his price to score. He's got 4 goals this season. Half of them have come from range. But and his XG obviously is nowhere near as good as his goals return because all of his goals are absolute worldies. But you look at his expected goals from shots on target per 90, it's 0.15, and based on that, like you take half this price really as value. Around 7.5, 13 to 2. He's obviously twice that price. Based on his goals per 90, you'd be expecting closer to sort of 5 to 1 to sort of consider taking it. He's 7 to 1 with 365, which is pretty apt. I'm just looking because on 365, they offer to score from outside the box, and he's usually around 14 to 1 to do that on 365, if I can find him quickly. Yeah, he is 22, so yeah, you're getting 14 to 1 on him to score any time with Sky Bet, Betfair and Paddy Power has to be worth taking. Yes. Genuinely, based on his expected goals from shots on target, I would have took 10 to 1 here away from home. So yeah, Adam Reach 14 to 1. I've just put Sky Bet, so I'll double check if it is available on Betfair and Paddy Power. But what have you got next?
Yeah, I've got FA Trophy here and AFC Telford to beat Yeovil. So Yeovil are currently in National League 14th, 16 points off top seven, which won't happen. Okay, well, Halifax have snuck in the top seven. Where did that come from?
They always
And
do
then,
that. They look like they just draw every week and then
but
summer league.
I thought the top seven was just set in stone, but I didn't realise that Southend haven't dropped off. But because the top six is all like such a close title race, I just thought Southend was sticking out in seventh. Anyway, Yeovil are 14th, six clear of relegation with 2 games in hand and far off the playoffs. So their season's sort of petering out. They've got Billy Rowley in, ambitious manager from Walton and Hersham, and it's been a mixed bag since he's come in. I think the Yeovil squad is so poor, though. It's going to be just limp over the line, big clear out in the summer. And that's sort of shown in some recent results. They lost 2-1 away at Brackley, who are quite poor for this level, but decent at home. Lost 1-0 away at Truro as well in that run. They need a penalty to scrape past Abel Church in the FA Trophy. They're just a bit meh. The strength of step two recently is very similar to National League. Like you got Boreham Wood, who won the National League South playoffs in their third. Scunthorpe won the North playoffs in their fourth. So teams are holding their own, other than Truro at the moment. And yeah, Telford are just sort of coming along really nicely. They're up to eighth now, chance to go move in the playoff, and up to fifth if they win their game in hand. And their results recently have been brilliant. They beat Merthyr 4-1 away. Merthyr went down to 10 men in the first half. Beat Kings Lynn at home 2-1. They then went and beat current National South uh, top spots holders Hornchurch 2-1 away. Beat Curzon Ashton 8-0 away. Lost 3-0 to Kidderminster, who were very good. But then they've also beat Buxton away 2-0, Chester at home 3-1. They beat Altrincham at home 4-3 in the last round, round before, sorry. And then they've got very credible results. They've only lost one of their last 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They've only lost one of their last 14. Yeah, and they're just the form they're in. They're at home to Yeovil. I think there's real expectation that they can win this. So I'm happy to put them forward. So yeah, 1 point at 3.25 on the Telford win.
Lovely stuff. My last bet comes from Sunday in the Premier League. Villa are hosting Brentford, and Tim Robinson, I think, is the man with the whistle. Best referee for cards in the Premier League this season. 5 appearances, 5.4 cards per game. He's given 3, 5, 11, 4. Which is pretty good, but it's not that double-figure game dragging up his average because across 44 games in the Prem, he's averaged just under 4.5, so he's pretty consistent. And the player standing out to be booked is Lamari Bogard at 4.5 bet Victor. Based on his cards per 90 average, I was expecting 5 to 2. He's got 5 cards this season, 528 minutes. Last season, he got 2 in 5 starts, 8 appearances. A couple other seasons at League One with Bristol Rovers, he got 3 in 18 and then 2 in 14 appearances, but rarely playing over 1,000 minutes any of these. So it's a small sample, but he's getting cards pretty consistently, and he should be starting on Sunday because Tillemans is out, Mara's out, McGinn's out until February, I think. They've just signed Douglas Luiz, but he's only just signed, so I'm not sure if he'll play straight away. So he should start. 4.8 is about a point and a bit bigger than I was expecting, and that's without considering the referee. So yeah, Bogard 4.8 bet Victor's my final bet. Bring us home then. Where's the final punt coming from?
Yeah, so Tuesday it extends a bit because Forest Green and FA Trophy action this weekend. But Tuesday, Forest Green at home to Woking. Won't be a surprise. Gilly Bayoba goal at 8.5. I was on him the week before against Altrincham midweek, where he started on the wing, got moved to left back at half time, and then personally would have come on for him, scored, but he got an assist. Then he started wing back against Scunthorpe, but very attacking, looking at his heat map, and he scored, got us a big winner there. They're home to Woking, heavy favourites with the bookies, and he's 8.5, playing in a really, really attacking Forest Green team. So Yeah, Jilly Bobo at 8.5 to continue his form.
Beautiful. Right, that's just about everything for this week's show. I'll quickly recap the ACCA, then I'll put a screenshot of that at this point on the YouTube video, along with the spreadsheets with all our singles for the week. So the ACCA is another goals one, 33.53 to 1. As ever, we'll be having a point on that in the staking plan. So it's overs in Wolves against Bournemouth, Borough Norwich, QPR Coventry, Luton Blackpool, and then it's over 2 goals on both teams to score in Chester against Radcliffe and Darlington v Merthyr. Matthew, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure as always.
Lovely. And best of luck, everyone, with your bets this weekend. We'll be back similar time next week.